Hi, this is the Godless Engineer here, and today we're going to be looking at the Fallout 4 gameplay footage that Bethesda recently released. And I want to correlate some information that Game Informer has in the most recent issue with this gameplay footage. I want to walk you through it and let you know some information that you might not know.
Game over.
Alright, so let's just jump right into this, shall we? It better not be appropriate for children. Alright, so as we know, he's coming out of Vault 111, right? Well, what you might not know is that he actually was cryo-sleeping for 200 years. You start off by, basically designing your character pre-war, and then, you're running up a hill, you're getting into the vault and everything like that, and then boom, and, then you emerge from this vault, right? Well, apparently he was actually cryo-sleeping. It's not like he's a child or anything of the people that you designed or anything like that. It's literally the character that you originally designed. Now, getting into this part right here is the Pip-Boy and the skills and everything like that. I'm going to link below a video to Gopher. Or a video that Gopher did where he speculates how the skills and everything like that's going to be factored in. Also, as you can see, that there's going to be a perk chart. I'm guessing that there's going to be a little bit more of a involved perk system. If you also notice, the graphics of the game are just fucking amazing, right? I mean, the environment is just so vast. I mean, not even the director of the game, Todd Howard, has seen the entire game. Okay, now here's an important note. You'll notice from the beginning of the game that, or the beginning of this playthrough, that he has a voice. And they decided to give him a voice in order to add some kind of emotional aspect to this and really kind of add another layer onto the gameplay experience. I thought it was a very good choice, personally. Now, another thing is that they have designed the game to accept or handle all fail states. So, with the dialogue here, there's multiple ways that you can there's always been multiple ways that you can go about accomplishing anything in Fallout, but this game is specifically supposed to be designed to handle, almost any state that can be conceived. So, truly dynamic.
You're not here all by yourself.
And of course, you got your dog.
You want to come with me, pal?
Okay then.
Let's stick together.
Alright, now we're coming up on some action shots here, and just a little bit of a side note, Bethesda actually enrolled, id Software as well as Bungie to help out with the shooting mechanics. And I think that was a really good job because, id has a lot of background knowledge and experience with working with first-person shooters, of course. And then Bungie was hired for the mechanics. Okay, now this gun right here is really fucking cool in my opinion because it's a laser musket. And I can only imagine the directors meeting when they were discussing how to do this, because it's like, we're in Boston and it's going to be, civil, or not civil, but Revolutionary War-ish. How can we make a musket out of a laser rifle? And then that's what they came up with.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5.
I'll help if I can.
Well, we do have one idea.
Okay, one thing that you'll notice here is that, there's a weather element to it. It's raining right now and whatnot. My guess is that they pulled this from actually a mod in Fallout New Vegas. There's a mod that you can get for Fallout New Vegas where it adds weather elements to it, like sandstorms and rain and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it must have been a very successful mod for them to consider, including that in. It may have been in their plans all along. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll reveal that as time goes on. Another thing here is with the enemies. There's this concept of rubber banding when generating these enemies. And with rubber banding, what they do is, like, there's going to be one area that will produce, enemies that range from level 5 to level 10. And then it's going to move into another area, like you see right here, where it's going to be nothing but level 30 and above. Hence the fucking Deathclaw that's about to rip him to shreds. Or he's about to rip it to shreds. Who knows how that goes out. Another thing that's been coming up in this gameplay preview is the VATS. Now it's gonna be pretty much just like Fallout 3 VATS. You're gonna have that kind of control over it, but you're also going to be able to build up your critical chance or critical shot and be able to use that specifically. So you can pick and choose when those critical shots occur. And I think that's going to really provide you with a lot more versatility in your fighting mechanics when dealing with VATS.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Fallout 4. Now, in case you don't know, the two sides that are operating in Boston here are the Institute, which is former MIT, and then there's also the Railroad, which is some kind of android organization or whatnot. If you also notice in the gameplay trailer, it had a lot of vibrant colors and no more of this gray and brown shit from the Fallout 3. So, I mean, they're really upping their game, obviously, with this, and it's the newer generation consoles that are allowing this to actually happen. Finally, one other concern that is on everybody's mind right now is modding. Of course, during E3, they mentioned that mods are going to be available, of course, for Fallout 4. I mean, it'd be stupid to take them away, but, the biggest issue has been mods on consoles. They are going to be doing mods on consoles, but first they're going to be doing it on Xbox. And so in 2016, they're going to be releasing modding tools for Fallout 4. And then sometime after that, the mods are going to be available on Xbox One. Bethesda has actually been really pushing Xbox or Microsoft to put mods on their console since about 2001, actually. Now, the goal of the mod system on Xbox One is going to be no curation and as close to the PC ecosystem as it can be. Now, when playing a modded game on Xbox, what it does is it creates like a pure file. It'll create a file that is your game in its purest state, and then it creates new game saves as you add mods on. The only concern I have about this is, what if you add a mod and then you don't like the mod and you want to revert at some point later on? I don't know if you're going to be able to import your current stuff, or if maybe, when you play a modded version, two saves are generated or something. I don't know. That seems complicated, but I guess we'll just have to wait to see. Now, once modding is ironed out on the Xbox One and PC, they're going to be porting it to the PS4. Now, this isn't going to occur until they are completely happy with the mods on PC and Xbox One. And there's currently, right now, there's no timetable for that to happen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of an update on Fallout 4. Please, if you would like more updates, go down below, hit subscribe as they come out. I will be making videos to sort of announce them, and not that you guys need me to read off stuff, but hopefully you'll like my personality and my own opinions that I answer into these. Go down below, hit like if you like this commentary, and please be sure to share it out if you want to spread the information about Fallout 4 and all the hype surrounding it. Thank you, and I hope you'll join me again.